Oh wow, what a treat we've got for you today. This is the deluxe Marvel Legends Green Goblin from Spider-Man No Way Home. I've been so excited about getting this figure. It's been on pre-order for ages. I just cannot wait to get stuck into it. It's such a special figure. Let's take a look at it now.
Can the Spider-Man come out to play?
Hi everyone, Chris here, the Geek Figure fan, and as I said in the intro, today we're taking a look at a really special Marvel Legends figure, and this is the Green Goblin from Spider-Man No Way Home. For me, easily the best part of that movie was Willem Dafoe's performance back as the Green Goblin from the original Raimi trilogy, now into the MCU, and I absolutely loved this performance. I thought it was fantastic. So I've been super excited about the figure, seeing the promo images come out. I was really impressed with what looked like some really striking sculpted detail. I loved the colours. So yeah, I just cannot wait to get stuck into it. And finally, my pre-order has arrived. So without further ado, let's get into this. I'm going to start by taking a quick look at the box first. And I really like the look of the box. It's not a blister pack box, obviously, but it's quite a big and bulky box because it's obviously got to have the glider in there as well. Love the artwork on the front as well. It's a great image of the Green Goblin there, and then sort of an artist rendition at the back that doesn't really look like Willem Dafoe at all, but I do like the artist work nonetheless. So yeah, really striking image on the front here. Can't wait to get this open and look at him in hand. So let's take a look at the sides. We've got a 3D rendering of Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin on one side and another artist rendition that doesn't really resemble the actor on the other side, but nonetheless a really cool, striking image. On the back, we have another 3D rendering of the Goblin, the glider, and the various accessories that come with it. There's a cool little Spider-Man emblem on the top. I really like that. And then there's a bunch of gibberish on the bottom that no one cares about. So yeah, let's get this box open and see what's inside. Okay, now that we've got the box open, there is another brown box inside that. And let's just open this up. Oh, I love these two little doors on here. Let's get those open. Oh, there he is. Looks amazing. Cannot wait to start getting this out. Right, let's do it. Let's get this figure out and have a look at him. Okay, so let's start with the figure itself. What I've done is I've removed the hood and the goggles that come on the figure in box, just so we can have a proper look at Willem Dafoe's likeness. And if we get a quick look at it there, oh my God, what a likeness. Hasbro have absolutely knocked it out of the park with this Willem Dafoe look. It is spot on. Like, you could think that was a more expensive figure from looking at it. It's fantastic. Working down the figure here, the level of sculpted detail on this, stunning, absolutely stunning. And the way that this green paint shines off the lights as well, it really does make it feel like it's metal that you're looking at when it isn't. On the other arm here, we've got the blades and the rubber on there as well. And we've got a little pouch on his belt there as well. But yeah, I mean, I love that. The sort of remainder of that purple hoodie on there just adds that bit of purple colour that we're used to from the comic accurate character. But I mean, look at that. It's just stunning. So let's just have a look at articulation as well. So you can get him into a T-pose all right. It's fairly stiff. You'll need a little bit of warming up on this figure. And I don't like the fact that his left arm, or the right as we're looking at it, it doesn't sit flush very easily. It does catch that pouch. There is a double joint in the elbow, which I'm really pleased with, and that seems to move fairly good. I don't mind that at all. And there's reasonable swivel in the wrist as well, so that's not too bad. One thing I am disappointed with, though, while we're here, is no interchangeable hands. That's a little disappointing. And we've got a double joint in the knee as well, which is excellent. I really like to see that. There's going to be some great poses you can get him into on that glider. There is a swivel at the top of the leg, decent movement in the hips, and we have a twist and bend in the ankle as well. So yeah, reasonably good articulation on this figure. I have seen reviews in the past that really slate articulation. I mean, it's not the best, it's not Spider-Man articulation, but for a figure like this, having double jointed elbows and knees on a figure like this, I think it's pretty good. And you're going to be able to get him into a lot of poses like that. But yeah, just one last look at this figure up close. Oh my God, look at that. The detail, the sculpted detail on this figure is phenomenal. I'm so impressed with this. Really am. Good head movement as well, full Exorcist head movement, decent up and down on it as well. And we'll take a proper look at this likeness in a bit, but wow. I mean, look at that. Look at that evil glare from the face there. Fantastic. Absolutely awesome. Right, well, let's also take a quick look at some of the accessories that come with it. And we're going to start, obviously, with the glider. Now, I don't think this is too bad at all. I think it's a decent size. It's bigger than the glider that came with the last Goblin. Excellent movement there as well, so you can get the glider into a couple of different positions. Nice looking silver on the back. It's not perfect, the silver paint. You can see a bit of swirling. But it's this purple on top and the detail of the plastic as well. It does also come with these kind of sandals that clip into the glider as well. So you get that for each foot. I would recommend putting it onto the figure first and then fixing the figure to the glider. But I'm going to put them on here anyway, just so that you can see what they look like when they're on. But yeah, oh wow, look at the purple detail on there and the detailing on that material. It just looks phenomenal. And you can see there, it's quite rubbery, the edges there on all of these little spikes, so they won't hurt. But they all seem to hold their shape pretty well. And on the back, I love like the metallic inner workings that you can see at the bottom of the glider. And you've got some missiles there as well that look like they'd be fired from the bottom of the glider. And that large hole in the middle, that's for the stand to push into so that you can have him hovering in midair. But yeah, I'm super impressed with this. I think this glider is really effective, very light as well. But yeah, lots of different positions and movements that you can get in there. Just great little details. So impressed with it. And now moving on to the alternate head here. So we've got the kind of the original Green Goblin look from the Raimi trilogy. And the mask isn't identical to that, but again, is kind of in keeping with this new look of the Green Goblin that we've got here. I probably won't use this head sculpt in display, but it looks fantastic. And next up, we've got the hood that I removed when I took him out of the packaging. So this is, again, part of that hoodie that you see him wearing in the movie that's kind of been burnt away. The hood just gives that impression of the kind of comic-accurate Green Goblin that we know and love. And it, looks really good on there and also doesn't affect head movement at all. So yeah, it's nice when you have it on. Same with the goggles, I really like them. I don't know if it comes across on screen, but there's like a purple tint to the lenses. Really like that, and I think they look great when they're on. However, I do think my favourite look is the purple hood without the goggles, so you really get the full impression of that face sculpt and that likeness to the character from the films. Next up, we're taking a look at a single pumpkin bomb that comes with this figure. Not painted amazingly, but there's a nice bit of green accenting on there. Other than that, it's quite monotone. There's a little bit of detailing there. If we zoom in, you can see that a little bit. So it's not too bad. It's got a bit of texture to it, so I don't mind that. And then there's the stand that the glider fits onto. There's not a lot to say about that really, but it'll look great when you've got the stand on it. What we really need to do now is we need to get him into some poses and have a proper look at some of these little details. And we've got him first here with the original Green Goblin mask on, and it just looks so good. I cannot get over how much I love this figure. I don't have any of the older Green Goblins, so I guess I don't have anything to judge it against from a Green Goblin perspective. But man, this is such a good figure. And for the price, I really think you get your money's worth, which is something you can say less and less with Hasbro these days. I will say, if you want to try and really replicate that look from the beginning of the movie without the purple, this top will come off, this purple, remnant of the hoodie will come off. It takes a little bit of work. It's not designed to come off, but you can get it off if you want to. And I would guess the same with the strapping as well. But I haven't attempted it on mine. I think it looks fine with the purple around him, even with the mask on. But yeah, you can see that detail again, and the silhouette he creates on top of that glider. It's so impressive. Really, really love it. And his articulation really does mean that you can put him into a couple of different poses on here as well. Really ominous looking silhouette, isn't it? It's just a classic. My favourite villain from the movies anyway. I preferred him to Doc Ock, which I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not. Maybe we'll have to put a poll out. Let me know in the comments. Were you more Green Goblin or Doc Ock from the original Spider-Man movies? I mean, I love them both, but while Doc Ock was someone who was corrupted by, the machinery that he had on him, this guy ended up becoming pure evil over the course of that movie. Now we've got him here without his mask on, so the look that he comes out of the box in, with the hood and with the goggles, and again, looks really impressive. And I kind of just kept that pumpkin bomb in at all times because, in all honesty, really difficult to get back out of the hand once you've got it in there. I really do think that it's so worth getting. I'm really impressed with the paint quality as well. There's so many little details, little touches. There's the pieces of silver and yellow and purple all across his legs, if you can see that, and the same on his arms really as well. So yeah, I'm so impressed with the look of this. Hasbro really have knocked this one out of the park, in my opinion. And we've got a look here as well, and we can get a proper look at this head sculpt. But it is just immaculate. One of the best head sculpts I've seen in a long time from Hasbro. And I really think that the later Indiana Jones Adventure series head sculpts are spot on. But this is another level again. I've seen other reviews liken it to, Mezco or Figure Arts figures, and I can't really disagree. It's so impressive. Really does. You couldn't mistake that for any other actor than Willem Dafoe. And you can see some of the detail on the arms as well. That really is evocative of the original Green Goblin. Those sort of single horizontal lines that go across, if you see on the underside of the arms there. So yeah, what else can I say about this figure other than, I know it's only 22 days into 2024, but easily my figure of the year so far anyway. I know that's a stupid thing to say really, but at the moment, I can't see a figure at this price point beating it at the minute. Please, I hope another figure does beat it, because then we're just getting, we're getting so many good figures in 2024, but this is something else. If you're on the fence about getting it, I urge you to go out and buy this figure. But, regardless, let me know in the comments what you think of this figure. Is it one you've already got? Are you waiting on a pre-order? Let me know what you think. Or are you put off by it? Maybe you don't like the look from No Way Home and you prefer the original Raimi look, and I totally get that. But it really shouldn't stop you going out and getting this fig, because it will look incredible on display, especially if you've got a Spider-Man. There is no better villain to pose him against, I don't think, than this version of the Green Goblin that's just come out. And also, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. And why not consider subscribing to my channel for future news and reviews? Loads more of these coming, so please do continue and join me on this adventure. But regardless, if Spider-Man videos interest you, why not check out this video next? Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you all take care. Bye-bye now.